Imagine being 10 years old. You are strapped into a cold medical chair. A doctor looks at a screen flashing a terrified red alert. Category orange. Immediate termination. He doesn't hesitate. He picks up a lethal injection to kill you right there. You are seconds away from death. But survival instinct takes over. You don't scream. You touch the doctor's hand. You whisper a lie into his mind. And suddenly, he freezes. His eyes go blank. He puts the needle down and changes the data on the screen from deadly to safe. Ruby just saved her own life by hacking a human mind. But she just learned a brutal lesson. Her brain is a weapon, and if she wants to live, she must never use it again. But why was a 10-year-old on death row? Because the world has ended. A mysterious virus wiped out 90% of the world's children. The ones who survived didn't just get lucky, they changed. They developed powers. The government categorized them by color. Greens are super intelligent. Blues move objects with their minds. Golds control electricity. But oranges and reds, they are too powerful to control. The order is simple. Eliminate them on sight. And Ruby isn't just a survivor. She is an orange hiding in plain sight. To understand the tragedy, we have to go back to the beginning. It started in a school cafeteria. A girl froze, eyes glowing blue, and died instantly. Panic spread. Then it hit Ruby's home. On her 10th birthday, her parents were celebrating. But that night, Ruby felt scared. She went to her mother for comfort, touched her hand, and accidentally triggered her power. The next morning, the consequence was heartbreaking. Her mother looked at her with blank, terrified eyes and asked, "Who are you?" Ruby hadn't just scared them, she had erased herself from their memories. Terrified, her parents handed her over to the military. She was thrown onto a bus, treated like a criminal, and shipped to the camp where the doctor almost killed her. 6 years pass inside the camp. Ruby survives by pretending to be a green, harmless, and quiet. She dumbs herself down, terrified that one slip-up will reveal the monster inside. But you can't hide forever. A high-frequency signal, audible only to the kids, knocks her out, and her cover is blown. A sympathetic doctor, Dr. Kate, smuggles her out before the guards can execute her. Ruby steps into the sunlight for the first time in years, but her gut tells her to run. She abandons the doctor and joins 3 runaway kids in a battered van. There's Zoo, a gold who controls electricity. Chubbs, a brilliant green who trusts no one. And Liam, a powerful blue who moves objects with his mind. They are looking for a legend, the Slip Kid, a leader who runs a safe haven where kids live free. Ruby lies to them, claiming she is a green, because she knows that even other mutants are terrified of oranges. The road trip reveals a broken world. Adults are scarce, cities are crumbling, and bounty hunters are everywhere. In a tense standoff at an abandoned mall, the team is cornered. Liam fights with telekinetic force, throwing shelves and debris. Zoo manipulates the electrical grid to fry the attackers, but they are outnumbered. It's here that Ruby almost breaks her cover. To find the location of the safe haven, she has to enter the mind of a hostile survivor. She cracks the code and finds the frequency for East River. But the cost is high. The others start to suspect she is more than just a smart girl. Despite the secrets, a romance begins to bloom between Ruby and Liam, a connection that makes Ruby realize she has something to lose again. But while they find hope, the system is correcting its error. Back at the facility, the doctor who originally classified Ruby as green, the one she manipulated, is tracked down. There is no trial. After a short, brutal interrogation to find out how an orange slipped through the cracks, she is executed. The message is clear. The government knows Ruby is out there, and they are erasing anyone involved. Unaware of the danger closing in, the kids reach East River. It looks like paradise. The leader, the Slip Kid, turns out to be Clancy Gray, the president's own son. He is an orange, just like Ruby. One day, seeing Ruby emotionally broken, Clancy visits her. He plays the perfect mentor, whispering that only an orange can truly understand another orange. He takes her hand tenderly. At that exact moment, Liam walks in. He sees them holding hands, and his face falls. He thinks he is losing her to someone who is like her. But the reality is far darker. By touching her, Clancy isn't comforting her. He is reading her. He dives into her deepest trauma, the night she erased herself from her parents' minds. Clancy pulls back, genuinely shocked. Even he doesn't possess power on that level. He can control minds, but he cannot permanently wipe them. He becomes fascinated. He wants to learn this ability from her. Ruby runs after Liam to explain. Liam is angry, accusing her of secrets. Ruby finally breaks. She admits the real reason she keeps her distance. I'm not hiding things because I don't trust you. I'm terrified. I erased my own parents. If I lose control with you, I might delete you too. But Clancy isn't done. Ruby tries to help Chubbs contact his family by sneaking into Clancy's office to steal a laptop. Clancy catches her. He offers a dark deal. I will give you the laptop if you teach me the memory erasing ability. Left with no choice, Ruby agrees. She closes her eyes to focus, but as she lets her guard down, she realizes Clancy is trying to invade her mind and take advantage of her. Panic turns to rage. Ruby snaps her eyes open and punches the president's son hard in the face. She sprints out, but it's too late. The alarms begin to ring. Clancy drops the mask. He hasn't created a sanctuary. He has created an army. He calls in his father's military forces to retake the camp. The Haven turns into a war zone. Soldiers storm the perimeter. This is the moment Ruby stops hiding. She walks out to face the approaching army. She doesn't raise a gun. She raises her mind. She seizes control of the commanding officer, turning the soldiers against each other. She creates a wall of chaos, buying time for Liam, Chubbs, and Zoo to escape. But the victory is messy. Liam gets hurt in the crossfire. They are cornered. The only way out is to call for help from the very league that Dr. Kate works for, the organization Ruby ran from in the beginning. The League arrives, heavily armed, and secures the area. They save Liam's life, but they have a condition. Ruby must join them. She must become the soldier she never wanted to be. And this leads to the most heartbreaking choice in the story. Liam recovers. He wants to run away with Ruby. He loves her. But Ruby remembers her parents. She knows that as long as she is with him, he is a target, or worse, a victim of her own power. She visits him in the medical tent. She leans in, tears streaming down her face, and kisses him. It looks like a romantic goodbye. It isn't. As their lips touch, Ruby activates her power. She reaches into Liam's brain and finds every memory of her, every smile, every conversation, every moment of love, and she dissolves them. When she pulls away, Liam looks at her with polite confusion. He doesn't know who she is. He walks away, free and safe. Ruby stands alone, her heart shattered, but her resolve harder than steel. The movie ends with Ruby standing in formation, a leader of the revolution. But look closer at what just happened. To save her parents, she erased herself. To save Liam, she erased herself. She has become a ghost in her own life. And that raises the terrifying final question: She is now the most powerful weapon on Earth, capable of rewriting reality. But now that she has learned that deleting the truth is easier than facing it, what stops her from simply erasing the entire war? Or worse, what happens when she realizes that the only way to fix humanity is to make them forget everything? If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.